Seed Plan B is a program aimed at offering alternative livelihood to active and retired players or sportsmen, so to speak. That is trying to offer them another window of hope so that in case football fails them or sports fails them, there should be an alternative to rely on.
I personally do advise them, especially if you don't want to go to school, maybe learn a trade with your hands. You can learn how to drive. Me, for instance, that's why I started. Someone advised me, so I went to driving school as well as I was playing. So when I finished, the company that employed me, I was a driver before I was promoted to a sales rep.
So it's like trying to equip them with the necessary entrepreneurial skills to identify something that they think they can earn a livelihood from, apart from sports or football. So that in case of injury, in case of any other mishap, if for any reason or the other football is not able to move them, at least that alternative livelihood will come in handy.
When you go out, people have the impression that, yeah, we saw your picture on a graphic indicating that they had bought you for this amount and they expect to see some changes in you, but yet, come on, there's nothing to show. Even one city self you don't have. And ours was just to go and kill ourselves in the park, play. They don't give a damn whether you are injured or not. So people actually behind took the money. So I said no.
They wouldn't give the contract for you to study. You will just be training. They will even bring the contract into the training grounds for you to sign that day. They will stand on you. You will not even have time to go through the contract. You don't know whether you are signing for lifetime or you are signing for 4 months, 1 month, you don't even know. They'll just tell you to sign here. Then you sign, you are done. So after signing, honestly, they told me that I have signed 4 years for the club. There was a day that I wake up from my bed and say, so how long would you keep begging from people? Don't you think you should do something? And stop being like a burden to someone.
Da nyara wa hostas. The mal dang kan da nya nu tirgo dunumo. Donan na mabia. De zon ku tegba ka de ku mane kan za dari lan kanan lande na mama.
Football is something like when you get to a stage, you think everything is on the platform for you to achieve. So when that person found himself in that situation, I wouldn't lie to you. It would be very difficult to tell the person to find something to attach it.
Well, when I realized things were not going on, I went to Tamale Polytechnic, which I furthered my education. So I used it to get a job. So when I had a job, that was where the football started fading.
So it wasn't easy. I was just a burden to friends. And up to now, some friends are still helping. The RFA chairman, Mr. Abu Hassan Raizo. There is nowhere I would go and I wouldn't mention this man's name because he did me a lot of favor.
We are very happy Seed Plan B is here. And then we are appealing to donors to try and then resource the program so that together they will also be able to help up and coming sportsmen and then retired sportsmen and then injured sportsmen as well.
So here in Ghana, we work together with Hoping Academy and we work in a joint project called Plan B. Actually, we started last year with a seed project where we collected or mobilized a lot of young people with a lot of knowledge within entrepreneurship and innovation, but also with an interest in sport. And this year, we started a new project called Plan B, And today I'm at a football gala with some of the Plan B players. And the aim of the project is to try to help all of the young people, all of the young football players that dream about becoming a football player to also have a Plan B. And honestly, this is a project that I've been dreaming about doing for many years now. I've been thinking about it for many years because I think it's a project that could actually benefit not only Ghana, but a lot of the African countries in general. You see a lot of potential for young men that are really interested in football all over Africa and also in Ghana, also here in Tamale in northern of Ghana. Unfortunately, reality is that it's not going to be all of them that will succeed in having a professional football career. That is just the fact. And a lot of the times you actually find these young football players to be quite vulnerable afterwards, either when their football career is finished or when they realize that it's not going to succeed. So the aim of Plan B is not to kill the dream, because we think that it's really important that young people, young footballers, they actually they follow their dream, they try their best. But it is also very important that they have a Plan B if or when the football career is over. So that is the aim of this project. It is to try to mobilize some of the young footballers that are here in Tamale, try to put them up with some mentors from Hoping Academy and try to help them develop a Plan B. One of the things that I really appreciate about this project is that it also works in different levels. So it works on a micro level with the young football players, trying to help them think about a Plan B, but it also take it further to a more structural level, trying to speak to institutions, education systems, some of the stakeholders here, to try to make it easier for the young boys to continue their school while they play football.
The main goal is making sure that these young people are guided, they get the advice in making their final decisions in life, so that they do not put all their eggs in one basket. As my colleague Cecilia mentioned, we are not stopping the dream. We say go for your dream bigger to be a good footballer, but then focus on a Plan B. What happens after football, or what happens if you are not able to succeed? We have a huge number of young people. Ghana is a football country, and there's every corner you pass, they are playing football. The systems to guide young people in making the decisions of how they want to play professionally and what happens after professional football, or what happens if they don't play professional football. What happens if their passions crash? What happens if they succeed? What do they become in the society? Do they become a burden? No. We want to see how we can mitigate that issue, find a solution to it. And the Plan B approach is where we are targeting that. We want these young people to get the mentorship and the guidance in making this decision. And it also feeds in a better society, a happy society, where people, irrespective of failure, they can still find happiness and joy.
For now, I'm sitting here regretting about so many things. If I see somebody in those shoes, I would advise the person very well. Football, when you don't make it, at least school, you'll be able to merge yourself somewhere. Or if you are business minded, you can be able to do something.